Hi there! Now many of us have aspirations of becoming the next Jamie Oliver or Nigella Lawson, which is fantastic, and cooking from scratch at home should be encouraged. However, a new report from the Fat Panel has discovered that by following our favourite celebrity chef cookbooks, we could be potentially putting our health at risk. Many celebrity chefs' recipes contain more than 100% of the Guideline Daily amount of saturated fat in a single serving. That's 30 grams for men and 20 grams for women. Whilst this would be acceptable if they were consumed occasionally or as a treat, few people realise the potential health risks of eating these meals often. There are some general tips when cooking to cut down on saturated fat, such as grilling rather than frying, trimming off visible fat on meat, buying lean meat, using strong cheese and grating it so you use less, and using rapeseed oil or olive oil rather than butter, ghee or lard. And with people being rightly encouraged to cook from scratch at home, it's important to understand how you can still have these recipes, but easily and simply adapt them to make them more healthy. Okay, for starters or a light bite, you might fancy Jean-Christophe Novelli's honey roast pumpkin soup. However, what you might not realise is that a single serving of this dish contains over 200% of a woman's Guideline Daily amount of saturated fat. Fine as a one-off, but if you want to eat it regularly, you need to look at ways of reducing the saturated fat by simply replacing the double cream with half-fat creme fraiche, halving the recommended amount of red Leicester cheese, and using a handful of ground almonds. You'll be able to make an 80% reduction in the saturated fat content of the dish. Lasagna is a British favourite and something we all enjoy, and a dish that many celebrity chefs have included in their books. For instance, with Hugh Fearnley-Whittingstall's recipe, he uses lean mince, which is fantastic, but he uses butter and whole milk. You're looking at just over 100% of a woman's Guideline Daily amount of saturated fat, with a dish containing 20 grams of fat per serving. Now, if you replace the butter with a vegetable oil spread, and you replace the whole milk with semi-skimmed or 1% milk, then you can reduce the saturated fat level of one portion of this dish from 20.5 grams to 12.4 grams. Okay, you've had your main course, now it's time for something sweet. Sticky Toffee and Chocolate Pudding by Gordon Ramsay. Now you can reduce the fat intake from this recipe from 115% to 40% of your Guideline Daily amount simply by replacing the butter with a vegetable oil spread, and in the sauce using single cream rather than the double cream. And this reduces the saturated fat content of a single serving from 23 grams to 8 grams. So there you have it, some simple ways of adapting your favourite celebrity recipes to make them more healthy. Why not give it a go?